Hello everyone, welcome. Hopefully you guys are doing well. It's a new day. It means we get all our dailies back. Yup. That's the best part about a new day. More dailies. We love it. Love to see it. What's the plan today? I really want to finish my procs at the very least, and then I'll figure out some bosses later. We'll see what happens. But man, I am so far behind. My EXP is not gonna... I'm not gonna get to 280 at this rate. It's just not happening. I am in shambles right now, guys. Absolute shambles. I'm running out of everything. I don't have EXP pots, I don't have gold pots. It's doomed. It's all good. I'll figure it out, right? So many 15-minute coupons. Where are my half an hours? That's cursed. All good. The procs are so draining. A little bit, but it's okay. %70 burning. We can take this. I'll live with this. Bro heard 70 burning, he's on his way. I'm actually pretty lazy when it comes to scouting burning. I honestly just settle if I see above 60. And then maybe after I finish the half an hour, I'll go look around for more. She got out of bed. Nah. This is just how I sound like in the morning. I actually woke up a few hours ago. It's a little annoying because I actually came back from the post office. I needed just to send some stuff off. And when I got to the post office, there was like 20 people in line. I was like, oh god, I'm gonna be here forever. What happens when I would go on a Friday afternoon? Hello, Toast. Still not my birthday. Still not my birthday. It's okay, I have my copium for today. It's just going to be that I'm gonna hit 40 bill. I want to feel rich again. Building up the money stack again so we can run it down in like 2 or 3 weeks. But yeah, it was pretty busy at the post office for whatever reason today. Just everyone decided to come at the same time. But it's kind of my fault for going on a Friday afternoon. It's like last minute stuff, right? I was actually meant to go yesterday, but I fell asleep. I was just sending some cards off. But yeah, any of you guys get any drops yesterday? I actually did some of my bosses off stream, my Kronos bosses that I do with my my Lin duo, and they got a Zerk, and the Zerk went to 21. Amazing. Been printing when it's not black hearts, been getting Zerks on random spots. Getting Zerks on all the characters except the Battle Mage. Hello Gibson, good morning. So yeah, just start off with the usual couple of procs here, and depending on how I feel, I might do some weeklies. Might do something like my Pathfinders weeklies, or perhaps I could do Wild Hunter. I'm really lazy to play my Xenon at the moment, but I don't think my Wild Hunter even has guild skills up. Man, I wish I was stronger so I could train in big, like better areas, but I guess I'm getting compensated by the burning on this map. It's not too bad. Would like to train in winter, but haven't really looked into better rotations in winter. I'm not strong enough, I feel like, for winter either. What's my combat power? I'm at 50 mil right now. Like, if I wanted to, I could make better farming gear, because all of my farming gear is just basically 17 star. With the exception of this, right? Everything else is 17, so I'm actually losing quite a lot of damage. My arcanes are also pretty sad. I think autumn is probably doable as well, but I don't know. Looking kind of doomed. I want to train in winter. But I don't actually know any good maps in autumn either. And I also think different classes have different scaling on the summons, right? Because I remember my Xenon was obliterating maps with the orbs compared to my Battle Mage. Battle Mage fell so bad. I have lower combat power than me. I did make a small gain recently. I got my my shoes to 22. Yeah, Xenon, the Shadow Partner is crazy. Just casually works on the orbs. Trading on Xenon was so free. But yeah. Could also be other things. Could just be the combat power doesn't translate that well into mobbing. Who knows what it is, but my orbs don't two-shot. My fountain definitely does not two-shot in winter. And I think if my fountain does it one-shot or two-shot in winter, it's pretty gross. Everything was telling you to main Xenon except its up jump. Honestly. The Xenon's kind of boosted, guys. Could be because of that. Or maybe, I don't know. Could also just be if I have like more boss damage somewhere. Who knows? I think if I wanted to train better, I'd have to push more of these stars, but some of these stars are like really gross to push. I have 2 Golux rings and they're both hybrids. I have a Superior Pendant that's definitely gross to push in terms of star forcing. Twilight Mark and... Oh, my Monocle's 21, so that's not too bad. What's your train gear is 21? Yeah, honestly, I don't know what's the difference. I don't think these give me any damage. I mean, I get 2% damage here. I don't think that's would have made the difference. But yeah, I need better training gear for sure. All my stuff is 17. But look at this. It's just all my Golux stuff are hybrid. That's so gross. How am I supposed to ever Star Force any of these things? I don't really want to make new hybrids either. Roll tap. I do have a lot of superior earrings spares. I have like, what, 6 here? It's not too bad. But yeah, I kind of don't want to spend money on my training gear. I'll just cop it and just train here. Never really been one to be super min-maxing with my training anyway. Spend on Cube Cell for your Xenon? Nah, I don't really even want to spend on Cube Cell, to be honest. Like, in general. I don't know, I feel like... Other than... there's only one item off the top of my head that I would consider cubing on the Cube Sale, and that'd be my Eternal. I'd have one Eternal. Sponsor reminder. Will we actually get a sponsor though? That's the real question. Last time we were scammed. If you wait long enough, someone will cast it. Thank you, JH. I appreciate the cast. This guy. I saw that jacket. Yeah. After Night Troop ends, I'm gonna be working mostly on my double Hyperburn. I don't think my main will get that much progress. So yeah, double Hyperburn is probably where most of my my time is gonna be spent. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I have some decent ideas on it. It's just a matter of whether or not I will be able to do stuff. But yeah, so a bit of a spoiler. I think I talked about it a little bit yesterday. I'll be working on both of my Hyperburns at the same time, but both of those will be completely off stream. They'll be completely off stream. And then I will stream still as normal, so I don't really miss out on stuff, if that makes sense. I'm still going to be doing the same things as usual on stream, so I'm still going to prog my Battle Mage or do my weeklies, you know, all that sort of stuff as per usual, but my Hyperburns are going to be completely off stream. And we'll see what happens. I think it'll be a lot of fun. It'll be fun to compare how both those characters are going to work against each other. I think that's what I want to see the most. Because you guys came up with some cool ideas. I'm just gonna do my Bowmaster only using the event stuff. I'm only gonna give the stuff on that character on my like all the event stuff on that character. Kind of like I'm gonna use it like a free, like a new. How do I explain it? It's like gonna be a new player kind of experience, right? I'll give myself resources slowly. Just to compare how it goes. It's just gonna be completely new. But on my Shade, I'm gonna treat it like a bossing mule. So I'm gonna fund it as if it's a bossing mule. So I'll treat it with the intention of getting it to, say, C10. And in a similar fashion to how I worked on my Xenon and my Wild Hunter. Like, I'll give it proper resources. I'm gonna go find carries for it. I'm gonna, you know, do a bunch of bosses. And it'll be fun to see the difference. It'll be fun to see the difference. We should respin the wheel for Gibson. I reckon if we spin the wheel again, the first one eliminated is going to be Bowmaster, and JH is just going to cry. I wouldn't do that to him. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I think it'll be fun to do, like, progress both of them differently. One with event funding and a little bit of allowance versus one with full funding with the intention of it being a bossy meal. The only problem is that it does cause my Blaster, my Pathfinder, and my Mechanic to suffer. Because I just cannot allocate enough time across those characters. You should move one channel to the left. Alright. Got some insider information, boys. Hello, welcome. Ooh, A burning. Only slight problem. All of my summons are on cooldown. I'm gonna manually smack these for the time being. One black heart on Shay. The hard part for getting a black heart on mules is actually getting the android. If you don't have an android, you can't wear the black heart. Because I had that issue on my Blaster. I couldn't wear the black heart because I didn't have an android until I bought it from this event. How are we feeling about the Bowmaster? I mean, I'm excited for it. I think it'll be fun. Like, I was pretty fine with anything on that wheel. I put only the classes I was okay playing with. So, it's fine. I'm not like hard pressed about which class I was gonna play outside of those that were on the thing. Did Bowmaster actually win? Yeah, it did actually win. It won it fair and square. It started off with like 10 or 12 classes on the wheel, and we just rolled it every time. Each time a class got picked, it got taken off the wheel. And it was just last man standing. The Bowmaster was the cockroach. It just did not die. It's just like in the game. It just doesn't die. I'm gonna prove people wrong though. I'm gonna show that that class can die. I'll find out ways how to die. Upload your old BM prog as a joke. That is insane. I'm pretty sure you can still find it if you tried to. I think the playlist is still there somewhere, but the videos themselves are unlisted. But yeah, pretty exciting. We're going to play a Bowmaster for our Hyperburn. And I'll be Hyperburning a shade alongside it. It'll be a nice comparison. Popped relay title attempted. Lotus timed out at 16%. Yeah, that's rough. Look, at the end of the day, I'm saying Bowmaster right now because it's the one that won the wheel. But I will still hold true to myself. If I can find a reason to not like the class, I will just remake it. I'm sorry, JH. That is, I know you want me to play Bowmaster, but I do take care of my my personal enjoyment. If there's a reason why I could feel it's gonna end up like my Wild Hunter, where I'm just not gonna enjoy it as much as I think I am, early, it's gonna get deleted. You wanna clear before patch? Oh, you wanna be a cool guy, I see. It's about the flex. It's all good. I will say though, I will say when I was spinning the wheel, I did have an inclination of which classes I would be. I actually would have cut down that list down to one class after rolling the wheel. It was like the thing I was talking about where if you have a list of places you want to go eat and then somebody picks one and then suddenly you're like, nah, I actually want to go to a different place. I had that exact feeling when I was spinning the wheel. I was the most disappointed when Fire Poison got removed from the list. Unironically, when Fire Poison got deleted from the list, that was when I was saddest. So I think that what that means is that my heart of hearts wants me to play Fire Poison. But let's just say Bowmaster for the time being. But I actually think there is a fair chance I'm just gonna consider just making a Fire Poison anyway. But yeah. The wheel did decide Bowmaster. I might end up making a Bowmaster anyway, but I kind of want to play a Fire Poison. But again, we'll just see how it goes. Who's your favorite paladin in Hyperion? I have two favorite paladins in Hyperion, and both of them are Beppo. Man, I remember back in the day when Beppo was on the up and up, and I was holding their 2-5 map back in the day. Holy. I love Reno. Say the word and he gets banned. We are not Reno enthusiasts in this chat. But yeah, we'll see what happens. I know a lot of people are probably going to expect the Bowmaster, but I also really like the idea of playing Fire Poison. Let's see if I end up flopping, but we'll see what happens. First things first, I'll try to get 280. 280 before Night Trip ends. I'm trying, but I don't think I have enough time. I don't think I can grind enough to make it. Because I think I need to get still, like what, 15% a day at this rate? Each day, but I don't think I'll be playing as much over the weekend. I think I would have loved to just make all the classes, but the problem is I don't have enough nodes to actually make them good. Nodes are such a big part of making cheap meals. You doing today? I'm doing well, thank you. Okay. Grab this purple portal. Man, I just put down my summons too. How did they know? How did they know? The Ice Queen, what does it give you? I think it gives me like 2% auto steal. Does auto steal do anything? I don't know. Playing some Dota today? Nah, probably not today. I am so behind on my EXP. You guys baited me last time. I'm actually on a mad lose streak right now. We don't talk about that. You come up with the name. The name is a reference to a Guild Wars 2 character. And I'm a big fan of Guild Wars 2. Dota is banned until we both level up. Alright, sounds good. So if I never level up, that means you can't play Dota either, right? Is that how it works? Oh well, guys, guess I'm leaving my character at 99%. Unlucky. Made him pass up the habit. All good. Yeah, we'll see though. I do actually want to get to 280. It's so far away. It's my EXP rate. I think if I finish my procs, I'll get about 1.2 T with Night Troop on. It's like what, 2% every half an hour with Night Troop buffs. It's rough out here. Very slowly getting the EXP required. Difficult. How many of you guys have hit your leveling goal in Night Troop? Or you guys also getting kind of cooked by your lack of training? You hit 285, nice. Can't believe I started this event at like 276. I'm so close, but so far. You got your arcane set for the first time? Ooh, kind of huge. Congrats. Mostly daily player. You hit 275. Ooh, congrats on 275. Yeah, 275 is also a pretty good number. Lets you do good damage to most of the bosses. Outside of Grandis, at least. 270 is a pretty good number. Or 275, rather. Man, I'm so ambitious. I wanted to hit 280 and then hit 270 on both my Wild Hunter and my Xenon. I really thought that I could do more, but just I didn't get there. 280 was a bigger goal than I anticipated, that's for sure. Too difficult. I also blame the fact that I definitely got sidetracked multiple times. I made my Pathfinder in the middle of that, and now it does Lotus Damien. And I also made my Blaster that also does Lotus and Damien. So I blame you guys for that. First time graded to 57 without breaking the itch. So you didn't feel the need to spend? That's good. And one bossing fam's not too bad either. Not too bad. You can always want more, but boss fams are hard to come by. I would also like to see some boss fams on this battle mage, but I don't think that's happening anytime soon. I'm pretty happy, honestly, settling on my magic attack fams. Not the best, but they're not terrible either. I don't think fams are worth worrying about. I know it's a room for gains, but it's just an RNG gain that, you know, it's fine. Some of these things are just hard to min-max, and it's okay. It's not on the same tier, but it's kind of like you don't really FOMO about other people having 23-star gear, right? Sometimes you can just accept that the RNG is unfavorable enough for you to just not worry about it. And I think that's kind of how I've accepted boss fams on this character, where it's like, it's a little bit too inconvenient for me to go back and try to go for, unless I happen to be playing mules and stuff like that. So I'm okay just passing up on it. I'll just accept that I got lucky on the large drop and we'll call it it. Need large drop for more boss fams. More boss fams, yeah. Large drop I think is a nicer quality of life. Well, I'm gonna be farming fams anyway on my mules because I have 2 hyperburns, right? I'll probably end up farming fams regardless. But yeah, it's just not something that I care too much about. Like, if I don't have 3 boss fams, I'm not fucked. Gonna make Meso drop you on both. I'm not sure. I don't know how far I'm planning on taking this double progression. I feel like this is just a spiral into madness. Pathfinder content today. Maybe after I finish my procs I might do some weeklies. I can do the Pathfinder weeklies. I have an idea what to use those stupid EXP nodestones on. I'm just gonna put them all on the Pathfinder's holy, no, not holy symbol, on the Pathfinder bind. According to the wheel we spun yesterday for the Hyperburn, out of all the classes that I was okay hyperburning, it landed on Bowmaster at the end. And the one class when it got eliminated from the wheel yesterday that I was most disappointed about was probably Fire Poison. So when Fire Poison no longer was on the wheel, I was actually a little bit sad. So if anything, it turns out I like Fire Poison, or like the idea of playing Fire Poison the most out of all the classes, more so than any DA or Dark Knight. Like, those two were the other ones I was talking about. Yeah, we'll see what happens. The wheel has said Bowmaster, but I kind of want a Fire Poison. It's so cursed. This is what it's like to be enamored by the idea of playing classes as opposed to actually liking classes. How long has this guy been sitting in that portal for? Has he always been there? Bro's just hiding in the corner. On the bottom left, there's just somebody AFK in the right on top of the portal, so you can't see them on the mini map. Again, we'll see what happens. I still have like a week to decide, technically. I might end up just making a Bowmaster anyway. But I don't know. Inspector's gear. Don't have my big summon up. Can't betray the will. You know what? I can actually, in fact, betray the wheel. Seems like a standard Nightwalker stuff. God, I wish this was me. Look at these double... Oh, God, I want a double drop ring so bad. We redo the wheel until we get the result that we want. Yep. How much Meso do I have? There we go, 37 bill. Reroll until you hit blaster, absolutely not. Spend 30 bill and you can respin the wheel? That's crazy. I would not burn the mechanic. No way, that's such a waste. The mechanic is already like almost 250. The mechanic is too strong. Too strong to get more attention. I mean, it does clear my bosses pretty quickly. I actually really like the class. But yeah, I already have the idea of the Hyperion, like, duo comparison thing in mind. It's just a matter of enjoying it. I'll look into the 300 fragments required. Yup. Those 300 fragments were the most painful thing to farm for Soul Janus, but they were worth it in the end. It was worth it. Oh, the guy's gone. Use it as a fan farmer. Is it worth getting Janus? Maybe level 1. I wouldn't go past level 1. It's too many fragments. I think if you get more fragments, you definitely would rather just put it into your damage. So then you can do better bosses. Like my Xenon and my Wild Hunter were technically both fan farmers. They were only getting level 1 Janus. Do you miss your Kana friend? Not the Kana. Yeah, it's really up to you. You just have to keep in mind that if you put more fragments into your mule, they're technically missing that many fragments in damage. And I don't know about you guys, but the early kind of adds up. Because the amount of fragments that I've invested in total on both my Wild Hunter and my Xenon is probably just enough to get level 10 Soul Janus, right? It's probably just enough, but then it wouldn't be anywhere as strong. It wouldn't be able to clear C10 solo, for example, on my Xenon, amongst other things. Is it possible to train? Probably. I'm pretty sure when I was 275, I was able to train here already. I just didn't have Soul Janus unlocked. But I could definitely train here once I hit 275. I also took my sweet time getting here though. By the time I was 275, I was like full 21 star most of my gear, which probably helped a lot. Because the main damage loss that you have is on your accessories, right? Because your drop meso gear is going to be a lot worse than your standard damage gear. If you made proper damage gear, I mean, sorry, proper training gear, then you'll be okay, assuming the rest of your gear is okay. Also, really depends on your Sacred Force. If you speedrun to this point, your Sacred Force is going to be really lacking, and that will make it hard to train. Sponsor? Oh no, did I miss it? Yeah. I hear the music. Did I catch it? Oh, I barely got it. That's crazy. Yeah, it's not even just the 300 fragments. It's the all the fragments along the way as well, right? It says 900 total. Now, JH, you can say thank you to Jack. He said it into the guild chat, and I noticed it like a minute later. Man, how many times have I had that thing where it's like, oh look, there's an MVP on. Oh wait, that message was 5 minutes ago. That ever happened to you guys? That happens to me quite a lot. Night Sacrifice does not catch up. Yeah, for Night Troop you train pretty fast. It very much depends on your situation. But Sacred Force is like typically the thing that keeps you back from training into new levels now, I feel. You definitely level up a lot faster than your Sacred Force can keep up with. What are your thoughts on mangoes? You mean like the fruit? I like mangoes. I gotta be in the mood for it though. I'm not like one of those people who like love mangoes. I think they're a fine fruit. I just gotta be in the right mood for it. I think that's the case for me with most foods. How do I eat mangoes? So what I do is you cut a slice out of it, right? You know how like you can kind of hold it like a, I don't know, like a bowl, right? And what I do is I get a spoon and I just stir it into a soup and then I drink it. Yep. Nah, but in all seriousness, it's just like, you hold it like a bowl and you just like scoop it out with a spoon, right? Come on guys, I'm not a monster. I eat mangoes somewhat regularly, like a normal person. Yeah, it's just like, you just scoop it out with a spoon and just eat it like that. I know a lot of people like to, I know my sister likes to cut them into like the segments and you can kind of like unfill it inside out and then just eat it like that, but I just eat it straight with a spoon. I don't like it on my hands. You know what I mean? I blame my parents for this, but I'm like, I hate feeling like food items on my hands, if that makes sense. If I'm eating something that can drip, I hate it. I blame my parents entirely for that. I like a lot of food, alright? Like, burgers are like a culprit. I love burgers, I love eating burgers a lot, but I hate the fact that it drips, right? So I try to keep my hands as clean as possible. And usually it's just like whichever fingers come in contact with the food, it is what it is, right? You can't eat the food entirely with utensils. Like eating a burger with a knife and fork is pretty blasphemous. Sometimes you do that if the burger's like too big and you can't even like physically bite it, then you just gotta deconstruct it. That's different though. But if the burger is like one that you can just pick up, yeah, I'll just eat it like a normal person. But the problem is like, when it starts dripping around, I hate that. Some burgers are actually too big to be eaten like properly. Like, I don't know how people eat the burgers that are like quadruple pattied, right? Like, if somebody gave me a triple or quadruple pattied burger, I would just eat it with a knife and fork. There's like no way, right? Unless you just take out some of the patties to eat it. Well, that kind of defeats the purpose. I don't know, that's just too insane to me. I would never be able to eat that like a normal burger. Do I eat pizza with a knife and fork? Honestly, sometimes. If it's a fresh pizza, no. It's just easy to eat with your hands. But like, if it's like leftover pizza, I don't know. Is it just me or like for leftover pizza, it just feels greasier. And I'm just like, I hate picking that up. I don't know, it sounds weird. It sounds wrong, but I don't know. Something weird about leftover pizza. I just eat it with a knife and fork. It's weird. But I've just accepted that's how I do things now. Wicked wings? Yeah, wicked wings are one thing that you just have to eat with your hands. I think for like any chicken on a wing, you have to eat with your hands. It's so, you miss out on too much of the meat if you try to use a knife and fork. You try to cut out all the meat is really difficult. Do you eat candy bars with a fork? No, you just cop it on that one. If it melts on your hands, especially now because it's summer, like if I want to eat chocolate, the moment I pick it up, it's going to start melting in my hands. There's nothing I can do about it. You just cop it. Yeah. So I just try to minimize the mess on my hands. I don't doubt that eating most kinds of chicken on a bone with a knife and fork is possible, but it's much harder. Especially with like the smaller wings. Like wicked wings are pretty small. Eating with a knife and fork is kind of tricky. Even trickier if you're using like the shitty wooden ones that they give you. If you had your own cutlery, then sure. If you had like a proper knife and fork, sure. But if you are just using the stuff that they give you, there's zero chance you're getting any value out of your wings. You're gonna eat like 20% of the meat, and the rest of it's just gonna be on the bones, and you can't reach it. And at that point, you're just using your hands anyway. Yeah. What kind of foods do you guys like to eat? I've been very good with my food lately. I feel like I've been more adventurous over the last couple of years. I'm very proud of myself. You like durian? Southeast Asia's got a lot of durian. So one of the shopping centers that I went to, they had like a fresh food market. And so, you know, they just sell like a bunch of vegetables, a bunch of fruits and stuff like that, right? And it was like kind of in the middle of the shopping center. And somebody wanted a durian. So they cut open a durian in the middle of the fresh food area. Now, I grew up with durian, so I don't care too much about it. But you can smell it straight away. You're like, oh, look, somebody's cutting durian. And I was just like, wait a minute. I smell durian in a shopping center? There's no way that they just did that. I had to do like a double take. Like, dude, somebody's cutting a durian in the middle of a shopping center. Oh man. So I went closer to like the fresh food area just to see if like they were actually cutting it open or whatever it was. So yeah, so the shopkeeper was cutting it open for like whoever it was that wanted it. And I'm just looking next to it, like the shops nearby. There was a cafe, like a coffee shop, pretty much next to where they were cutting the durian. And everybody was like death staring the people who were cutting it open. They're like, what the hell? Why would you do that? Come on, you guys aren't in an area where you should be cutting open a durian. That is so tragic. Imagine all the people who are trying to have a nice coffee, a nice breakfast or whatever, and they're just like smelling durian. That is so tragic. Was it Springvale? No, it wasn't. It would make a lot more sense if it was in an Asian suburb, but I don't think that this shopping center was in an Asian-centric suburb. What does it smell like? Honestly, when people try to describe the smell of durian, I can't describe it better than it smells like durian. Because, like, I grew up with it, so that's what I've associated with. Like, when I smell it, I just know it's durian. It doesn't smell bad, if that makes sense. I know a lot of people really don't like the smell. Like, you can put it up to my face and I'll just be like, it smells like durian. Like, I don't get it. What's the big deal, sort of thing. Do you have mala places in Australia? Some places do serve mala. I do like mala. But, the problem with mala is that you have to kind of go out of your way to get it. It's not like a standard menu item. Like places that serve mala it usually, everything is mala. So you can't go to like a Chinese restaurant and they might have like 1 or 2 mala items on the menu out of like 100. So it's a little bit annoying. Sounds like Box Hill. Yeah, if it was like in Box Hill, in Footscray, in Springvale, like one of those like very Asian suburbs, at least in Melbourne, then it would be like, okay, yeah, look, I can see that happening. That's whatever. Like, it's bound to happen, but it's... Yeah, it was not, I don't remember it being an Asian suburb. Because I remember that in the coffee shop, it was just a bunch of white people looking out and being like, what the hell are they doing? Why does it smell like... what does it smell? I can imagine they're just like confusion. It's like, what the hell's going on out there? She's Southeast Asian? No, she's Chinese. I think. I feel like I've had this conversation with her. Some things just don't stick in my head. It's actually kind of cursed. Well, like, you would think that I remember certain things, but some information just doesn't stick in my head. I can remember, like, the average cost to Star Force random items to 21, 22, but I can't remember some people's birthday. Like, you can clearly see that I have my priorities straight. I was like that when I was younger as well, actually. One of the common questions when I was a kid in school, like whether it be from the teachers or from other kids, I just remember a lot of people asking, like, what do your parents do for work? You know what I mean? And I still don't know what my parents did for work. I'm sure they told me. I'm sure I knew, but I just couldn't recall it when people asked me. It's like, what do your parents do for work? I don't know, they just work. Because if people weren't working, if they didn't do something standard, like, what's a standard job? I don't know. If you were like an accountant, a doctor, you know, like one of those typical jobs that have like an obvious name to it. Like I wouldn't be able to recall it. It's the same thing now. I don't know what my fiance does for work either. It's not like I don't care, it's just that, like, I'm sure they've told me, and I'm sure I've asked multiple times before. And it just, like, doesn't get stored in my head. The only person that I remember in my friends group who has a job, like, all of them work, right, full time. I don't know what any of them do for work. And I'm sure they've told me. I only remember what one of them do, and he's a doctor. Oh no, I'm just wired. I think I'm just wired incorrectly. I'm missing a few screws. Unlucky. You know how long it took me to remember her birthday? Longer than I'd like to admit. I think some of you guys might have been there on her birthday. I remember that stream. That was kind of funny. Yeah, I'm just not very good at remembering certain things. Or a lot of things in general. Oh, good, guys. Alright, I got the important things remembered, like average cost to 21-star Sierra gear. Heard you getting murdered in the background. Hello, good morning. Yeah. Actually looking forward to tonight. I'm gonna have a good dinner. I think we're having Japanese food tonight. On Fridays, I usually hang out with some of my friends. We have like this tradition where we hang out on Fridays every night, every week rather. So it's actually kind of funny how this happened. So during COVID, when we were all in lockdown, one of our friends really wanted to move out and buy their house, right? So they managed to find a house in a particular suburb. I'm trying not to dox anybody here, of course. So they buy their house and all that, and around the same time, myself and my fiance at that time, we wanted to buy a house as well. We wanted to move out, and we didn't really take into consideration certain suburbs. We wanted to buy in specific suburbs at first, because one of the things we were both doing were working in the CBD, right? We worked in the city. So we wanted something either nearby or close to public transport so we can get into the city for work. And just as a coincidence, we happened to, just as a joke, look around the area that our friends bought in. And there was a house that was like literally 5 minutes away from them that was on sale. And then we put in our offer and we actually got that house. So that's the current house that we're living in now. And Yeah, we live like 5 minutes down the road from each other. So we're, like, I've known the guy for like 10 years now. Like we went to high school together and everything. So him and his girlfriend have been together for a long time too. So we've known each other for ages. And at some point we were just like me and my mate. We were just like, we're not going outside very much. Let's try to do something on Fridays. So we started going swimming together. So we would go to like the local swimming pool every Friday, and we'll just do a few laps, try to be active, and get some exercise in, and then we'll have dinner afterwards. And we've been doing that for like 3 years now. Every Friday, we just either do things together, either meet up, go out to dinner, whatever. It's just like our tradition now. It's kind of nice. So today we're going to a Japanese spot. We've just been literally eating around. Every week we're just like, okay, what do you guys feel like? What do you guys not feel like? And we just look in our local area, see what they have. Like, okay, I feel like Chinese food. Okay, what Chinese food do they have around this area? Let's try a new spot. Oh, you feel like Viet this time? Sure. We've just been around. So over the last 3 years, I think I've eaten at like 100 different restaurants just based off the Fridays. It's a nice tradition that we have going. I'm glad that we do it. It's also really nice because it marks like the end of the week. I know I'm not working full time in like an office job anymore, but before, when you work a 9 to 5 or like any job, and when you hit the weekend, you need something that like tells you it's the weekend. Everybody has like a signal. It's like, okay, the moment they do something on the Friday, this is how you know it's the weekend. The weekend has come. And for us, it's like when we met up at the pool, it's like, okay, our weekend has finally begun. We can chill now. It was like a nice mental reset. Yeah, so I hope we keep doing this. It's quite nice. You like Viet food? Not really. Not really, unfortunately. I know I'm Viet myself, right? So it's not because I don't like Viet food. It's because I've had only Viet food for like the first 20 years of my life, and I've come to resent it a little bit. I'm a little sick of it. I've had, how when you make pho, you make a lot of broth in like ahead of time. Like when my mom makes it, it's like you just make a giant pot of the broth, right? That's just how it is. So naturally, you just end up eating it multiple times throughout the week, and I did that for so long. Right? So I'm a little bit over it. I've had it too many times. And also because of that, my palate was very limited. I don't know if that's the right word, but I didn't get to experience a lot of food because my mum, she only ate Viet food. She loves Viet food, and that's the only thing that we ate. If she made food at home, obviously it's like a Viet recipe of sorts when we ate out as a family. If it wasn't something like pizza or like fast food or something like that, it would always be Viet. We never had other cuisines really, because she didn't like other cuisines, or she thought she didn't like other cuisines. So that's all I ate for like 20 years. I never experienced other cultures. And then once I met my fiance, I started eating around a lot more. And God, the world is a beautiful place, guys, when you start to realize you can eat way more than you thought you could. So yeah, thanks to my fiance, I love the world. The world has a lot of good food out there. I think the one that surprised me the most was probably Southeast Asian food, actually. I was really bad with a lot of foods until more recently. My most recent discovery was, well, I say recent, it's like probably a few years ago. It was like Southeast Asian food in general. I'm just like slowly eating through the menus. You guys have good food. Pho's overrated? In my eyes, I think so too, but at the same time, I can see why people like it. What was the first thing you tried after becoming free? I'm not including a lot of Western cuisines, but when I had like obviously some exposure to like random Western cuisines. It's not like I didn't have pasta as a kid or anything like that, right? Or burgers. But I never really had like Chinese food, Korean food, a lot of different other Asian cuisines, because my mum just didn't like that. I think my first discovery was probably Korean food, because we went to a Korean barbecue at first, and then I slowly got a taste for that, and then we went to a Chinese restaurant with a few friends. So, you know, it's just like slowly expanded my palate a little bit. It's just like, yeah, it's just how it is. Hello, Shanks. What's the skill that's clearing the entire map? You talking about the thing, the giant summon on the right side? It's Grim Harvest, if that's what you're asking. And also, hello. I've got a Damien shield, does it count as pitch? Depends who you ask. A little bit. Yeah, so I have 2 Soul Janus orbs, the Soul, and then you got the Erda Fountain here, and then sometimes I put the big summon up when it comes off cooldown. So it will full clear this map nicely. You have to max it to become helpful. It is a lot better once it's maxed. I didn't have it at max for the longest time, and it was like 3-shotting. And when I maxed it, it was like almost 1-shotting. It's a pretty obvious increase. It's not something that you max out early for sure. Like, you would definitely prefer to max out a lot of other skills, especially like your 5th job skills, right? Like your job specific skills, and then the common nodes and stuff, and then your boost nodes. And then obviously you want to max out things like Holy Symbol as well. You definitely want to max Holy Symbol. Then you can come back for Fountain. But yeah, Fountain was one of the last things I maxed. I wouldn't recommend maxing out Fountain until you start getting to the higher levels in Grandis. I don't think you will notice the difference of Fountain, to be honest. At least not early on. I feel like most characters, when they're in the Arcane River, Fountain will be okay, even if it's 2 shots. 2-shotting is fine. It's when it starts 3-shotting is when you might want to consider pushing it a little bit, but when you're in the early levels, you get a lot of damage just purely by playing the game, pretty much. Accidentally burst into P3 with no preparation. Whoops. Don't worry, the Cannon Master missiles will stay around though, if you timed it correctly. Your missiles can hit P2 and P3. That's the maximum optimization. To watch something while I farm, so he started doing audiobooks. That's fair. I'm sure a lot of people who watch my stream probably just have me in the background, just listen. Because I know that I do the same with other people's streams. It's sometimes just nice to have background noise. That's why I always try to have something to talk about. Or that's why I like it when people ask questions as well. I think the most fun questions are the ones when I have new players in my chat or returning players. That I don't know why, it gets me like really excited when I find out that there are new players in the game. Because it always brings me back to when I started. It's like, I get to share a bit of my excitement and I get to find out about their excitement. I think that's the most fun. When people say like, okay, I'm like level 230 something what should I do sort of thing. And I'm like, oh my god, you have so many things you can do. It's so exciting. You know what I mean? Like, I sometimes forget what it's like to be a newer player, or like when you're still in like the earlier game. And you're just still doing Arcane River stuff, and you're getting your Absolab gear for the first time. Oh, it's so exciting. I love it. One of the guys in our Discord, he has sessions with me, and he pushed past 17 star for the first time a few months ago, and now he's like able to solo C10E. Technically able to solo C10E. I don't think he's tried yet, but it's like so exciting. He's like, oh, I recently got my 5-set Arcanes, you know, I felt lucky, my gloves went to 21 or something. Like, dude, it's so fun. Like, I love seeing players at any stage really just showing their gains and then just being excited to do new content. It's so fun to me. I love it. Like, it doesn't even really matter how far I progress in the game. It's just always just random things that you just don't really know about. Sponsor? Thank you, JH. Okay, I was on channel 12. Oh yeah. It's all good. If you guys have a lot of questions, feel free to ask. Especially in the upcoming weeks, with the new Hyperburn and stuff. I won't be showing any of my Hyperburn stuff on stream, but I will be making, hopefully, a lot of videos. I'm like feeling super motivated to make more videos, and I'm gonna be doing like a double progression. I'm gonna do both my Hyperburns at the same time, and just, I think it'll be a lot of fun. Also, thank you for subscribing. I missed the name. I appreciate you being here. Giving people guidance and helping them progress is the best feeling, because you're a trainer. I think that's I feel similar because I used to teach a lot of high school kids math, and you know, there's this point. If you're a teacher or a trainer or whatever, you're trying to show somebody how to do something. At some point, you can see that they understand it and it clicks in their head, you know? The moment that you see it click in their head is the most satisfying feeling ever. That was my favorite thing when I was teaching kids math. When they realize, okay, that makes a lot of sense, or okay, I got it now. I can do all the questions that are like this. You just get it and you're good. Does the Abso Cape replace Tyrant? Yeah, Abso Cape is better than Tyrant because I think as a base level, Tyrant Cape has like really good stats, but it beats it out because of the set bonus. Like, the Abso set has a lot of set bonus. So maybe at that point, the moment you switch it, it might not be better. But once you get the rest of the Abso stuff, the set bonus pushes it to a newer realm. Especially once you get to 17 star. Once you get to 17 star on the Absolab Cape, and then get a few more pieces of Absolab, it would be way better than the Tyrant's Cape. Because I would never recommend people tapping the Tyrant's Cape. It's very expensive. And you're gonna replace it eventually either with Abso or Arcane. Yeah. The Cape is fine to get last for that reason as well, because the Tyrant Cape is actually pretty solid. I like making new characters as well. I get to really experience like the fun. It brings me back to when I started ages ago. Yeah. Tyrant's Cape is a good standalone item, but Abso Cape has it beat for sure, especially with the set bonus. Don't let range fool you too much as well, because range doesn't take into account things like boss damage. think combat power is slightly more reliable than range. Slightly more reliable, but it's not perfect either. Doing pretty well here, already almost at 20%. I don't know how much I started off today with, but yeah. Combat power doesn't take into consideration level of V skills. Yeah, it doesn't take into account 5th or 6th job or all the things, right? It doesn't even take into account IED. Like IED is actually a really important factor in your damage. But yeah, it use it more of as a guideline than anything else. It's hard to we don't have like a proper in-game like metric of damage right now. The closest thing that we have is Maple Scouter, which is an external program where you put in all your stats and stuff like that. But I feel like for most players, there's a lot of effort to find out about that sort of stuff. It's a bit tricky. If you did 21 Absols, how would you transition to Arcanes? Honestly, with great difficulty. 21 Absols is actually pretty strong. You need to have at least 19-star Arcanes to match them, or be better than them rather. And 19-star Arcanes are not exactly cheap. But what it basically means is that if you do go for 21-star Absols, they're a very cheap and very easy way to make damage gains when you don't have access to Arcanes. Because if you don't want to buy droplets from the shop, and you're not getting drops, like no armor boxes and stuff like that, you can just stay with Absols for a long time. And it helps you keep your damage up, even though it's technically transitional gear. For the guys who were trying to push content early, like at the beginning of Hyperion, they weren't going to be able to get access to Arcanes unless they got lucky, right? And even if they got the Arcanes, you still have to actually Star Force them for them to be good. So a lot of people ended up using Absols for that reason. Absols are just significantly easier to get. You can get hella boxes from the bosses. The weeklies are technically infinite. You know, all that sort of stuff. So it's fine to use Absols if you don't have anything else, but my recommendation is if you have anything that's more long-term that can be Star Forced. For example, if you have Superior gear, you have CRA gear, like Harness Treasures, Slime Rings, Twilight Marks. There's a lot of different items, basically, right? If you have any of those that need to be Star Force, I would Star Force those first, and then push Absols. Like, I wouldn't push Absols until I had no room to Star Force other things. It's all about kind of trying to maximize the gains on your more permanent gear first, and then because Absols are not super permanent, you don't have to worry about them. Like on my Battle Mage, I did definitely consider making Abso gear, but every time I thought about Star Forcing Abso gear, I thought to myself, well, I could just spend the same amount of money on my Superior gear. There's no reason for me to spend money on transitional armor gear at that point, right? But then if I didn't have anything else to Star Force, like if I had no Carnage Treasures, I had no spare Superiors, the only thing I could Star Force are my Absols, then I'd consider it. It really just depends on what resources you have available. And yeah, I use Abso gear on my mules. It's really good. Gil brought you to H. Lucifer for the first time. You got an armor box? That's huge. Honestly, like when you get an early armor box or an early weapon box, it's so good. My marksman on Kronos, I still remember the first ever Lucid run it went onto. The first ever Lucid run, it got an armor and a weapon box. Oh my god, that was best feeling ever on a mule. For no reason, just randomly got like double damage. Feels damn good. Streamer luck. It did feel like that at that moment. Right now, I'm kind of struggling on armor boxes on my battle mage as of right now. So hopefully, I'll be able to get some armor boxes soon. Gonna stream everything on Star Force to test the theory. I mean, I've had both, like good and bad Star Forcing sessions. It's just all luck at the end of the day. Hope for the best. Just pray that the variance is with you. Yeah, some bad news? Oh no. Should I be concerned? You won't be on Australia for Cube sale. Oh man. That's right, because you're going to Japan, aren't you? Need to enlist a person to do 500 bill cubing for you. Well, that person's gonna be in jail for like 3 days. Training on this class feels active? Yeah, it's pretty active. The other person on my map is also a battle mage, and I don't think he's stopped moving either. Both of us have just been going around in circles constantly. It's a little painful, but honestly it's not too bad. Like, I've definitely trained worse than this before. Yeah. I wouldn't recommend actually using an auto clicker though. Yeah. 500 bill is like actually 3 days of cubing. 3 days of non-stop cubing. That's a ridiculous amount of money. Can you even hold 300 bill, I mean 500 bill worth of cubes? How long does it save? Save 500 bill. For Swan, I think they make like 100 bill a week. They're rich like that. They just built diff. Yeah, 50 bill a week. It's probably like 30 bill a week from just mules, and then 20 bill farming. Kinda huge. Swan is actually my mentor, guys. You don't even know. You know, they were there for my first C10E clears back in 2000. That's just degen. You don't need to tell people that. You can just accept the compliment and just giggle to yourself. It's all good. All right. I'll finish up these coupons, and then maybe another half an hour afterwards. And that should put me nicely to do some weeklies, I guess. Alright, should we do some weeklies after? I really want to finish my procs. I really gotta work on my EXP. Oh, it's still so far away. I'd rather die than 19-star gear. Swan is actually, when they get any gear that isn't 17 or 22, they just complain to me. It's kind of funny. I think 21 on mules is pretty fair. It's hard. For me, I find it really hard to push gear past 21 on mules. It just feels like so expensive. But I guess it just depends on as well on how much money you have. You have nothing to lose in terms of your meso, it's just you just send it. For me, I'm just cheap. started buying arcane pieces. How unlucky your Lin is? That is so gross. Buying arcane pieces is such a down bad. Damn bad feel. I'm actually at that point, honestly. I need to actually buy them because I haven't gotten any armor boxes over the last couple of weeks. Now they're playing Reboot as well. I mean, like they have to buy the droplets and then trade it in the shop. It's disgusting. Because it's like 5 bill a piece. It's not cheap either. It's a lot of money just to buy the droplets. So even though I have like 37, like almost 38 bill, it might as well just be 33 bill because I'm probably going to end up buying at least one. Dying out your hard wheel run, it's all good. You have plenty of time to get that clear. You know, it's okay to die out. I've died out my fair share. Lives 1st of Jan. I'm also living 1st of Jan. Actually, speaking of Lib Swan, do you still need your Mercedes to run with me over the next couple of months? Just making sure. Boss, you can't get it. Ah, so you're having issues with hard will? Is that what you're saying? What are you having issues with? Also, what class? Sometimes different classes have different struggles. P3 is a big struggle for mage classes, for example, especially if you don't have consistent. What do you call it? Consistent ping. P3 is pretty awful. Test? Okay, so then it just sounds like you just need a bit of practice. Sounds like you just need to get a bit of practice. Yeah. If you can do the bosses harder than hard will, I recommend that. That is actually like a really good way of putting it. Like, go into easy will, and then you'll be able to get into P2 pretty quickly on easy will, especially if you're already in, if you're able to do C10E, and you'll be able to easily practice there. Links to Will P2 and P3 Simulator, you can try it. Oh, are they already in the Discord? Oh, nice. Yeah, Nano, if you're in our Discord, that's a pretty good resource to check out. For anybody who's not in Discord who's interested in joining, the link will be in the chat, thanks to my bot, hopefully. We got hella resources in there, and if you have any questions, feel free to ask them there too. A lot of the guys are very helpful when it comes to stuff like this. And if anybody ends up being rude, I'll just time out JH, all good. Oh, he was here. Oops. Didn't think he'd hear me. Swan race 285? God no. The moment that next week Hyperion drops, I'm gonna have like 0 EXP on my main. Like my Battle Mage's EXP is gonna be non-existent after next week. Because I'm gonna do both my Hyperburns at the same time, and I'm gonna make a whole series out of it. Hopefully. That's the plan. I think it'll be fun trying to do the same bosses as a struggle on both the characters. With different sets of resources, it should be interesting. And besides, aren't you already 285? Aren't you like almost 290? Swan's just looking for reasons to hang out. That's crazy. If Lin doesn't get nerfed, I'm gonna power level it. I would like to think that it's probably gonna get nerfed. On the off chance it doesn't get nerfed, it's just gonna be like the old Kana domain thing all over again. Remember those the parties where it's like looking for Kana max domain, you don't need to do damage, just need max domain. It's gonna be like that all over again. So I think it's kind of cope to imagine that Lin doesn't get nerfed somehow. Like there's a pretty good chance it will get nerfed. In my opinion. You know what, I might as well just finish my procs. Never play the class. You're smart. Swan, you didn't have the vision earlier. That's why. Make Lin Awaken only apply to herself? That would be a pretty crazy nerf to its support capabilities. Awaken is so broken. Such a good skill. But Lin is probably going to get gutted, so we'll see what happens. How down bad am I? I have the resort to Star Forcing Simulator to get rid of the itch. That's pretty down bad. That's pretty down bad. Oh, Lin only gets 30%? Even when it's linked to itself? Birding's going away. Feels wrong. You haven't saved this much before. But just think about the payoff. That's what you gotta think about. payoff is going to be amazing. It's going to get nerfed right before your V-Healer live. It's all good. Are you doomed? I think your Lin actually lives the same time as my Cannon Master. I'd offer like a duo, but Shah's Lin is in the same same boat. So I'm taking Shah's Lin at the moment. We actually just finished Lucid Lib yesterday. That was kind of good. You have to take somebody? Oh, okay, all good. I'm a carry on a support class. That is crazy. By the end of this, I want to be about 38.5 bill, and then I'll do a set of bosses. Which boss meal should we play? That's the real question. What are you guys feeling like? You guys feeling like one of the archers, maybe the Xenon? There's also the mechanic. Still can run my mechanics bosses. Blaster? Come on, man, not the blaster. Adventure on your blaster? No way. No way. Am I going for 23 anything? Come on, man. I'm not built like you. Saw the DA showcase. Yeah, DA is a pretty sick class. I don't know if I'll like it though. I think the thing that scares me the most about DA is the glide. I feel like learning how to glide is gonna make the class like a lot less fun to me. I'm already sad that Fire Poison wasn't the one picked, so who knows. Today's the day I catch you solo and blaster. Absolutely not. I'd rather just not. In terms of the Hyperburn, the more I think about it, as happy as I am with the Bowmaster, there's still definitely a part of me that wants that Fire Poison. It's so doomed. I like how I said that I'm settled on it. It's all good. And then I wake up the next day, it's like, I want to play Fire Poison. It's doomed. Are you streaming on the 20th? If I do, it won't be with the new Hyperburn stuff. So all the Hyperburn things are going to be off stream. To spin the wheel then, it will just be 16 Fire Poisons on the wheel. Yep. Tomorrow's gonna be 16 DAs. Yeah, see, that's the problem with me. I'm like so indecisive until I pick something. And then... until it's like something's locked in, I'm always gonna flip-flop with this sort of stuff. I'm like this when it comes to like when I play card games. Like you guys know I play card games. It's the same thing. Like the day before the tournament, I'll be like, oh, I really want to play this deck. And then the night before, it's like, but actually... you know what I mean? It's like, but actually... But the thing is too, right, a lot of people did actually donate to the goal for me to spin the wheel, so I feel like it'd be a bit disingenuous to like not play the Bowmaster. People rolled for it fair and square, and if I did that just to pick class anyway, it kind of defeated the purpose of me spinning the wheel. Sponsor? I literally just procced my thing though. My proc, do I give up the proc for the sponsor? Oh man, I should have been paying attention. Yeah, I forgot to toggle it. I'm just gonna hope that they sponsor it quickly. That's my bad. Been whapping for 4 hours and it proc 10 times. That is pretty cooked. No, goodbye my sponsor. Not my sponsor, my XP buff. That's okay. 1 proc wasted, it's not too bad. Or probably like half a proc actually. Not too bad. Yeah, decent amount of EXP today. For FAMs, when a FAM says continue restores large I'm assuming you mean HP. If you mean HP, then yes, it includes yourself. So the party ones are just straight better. Because it includes yourself and everybody. Fun fact, if it says party members, you don't have to be in the same map as them for them to heal you. Whereas for allies, you have to be in the same map. Hello, JH. Yes, it is away. Hello, Christian. I like how I said hello, JH, as if he wasn't already here. But yeah, so what you can do is, if you have healing for party members, if you can't blue dot in V healer and your mate really wants that solo, but he doesn't have any, but he doesn't want to like split the crystal or whatever, like there are like some situations where you can go into his party, leave the boss room and just sit outside and keep flicking the healing fams, and they will just keep getting healed because it applies to party members, not allies. For the allies ones, you can't do that, but if you wanted to be your mate's personal heal bot, you can wear party healing fams and sit outside the boss and keep doing that if you wanted to. It's a new meta, okay? Here's the new 2 PC meta. You farm a large HP for party members on a second account, get that character to 275 so you can join most bosses. And whenever you want to solo a boss, you just link a foot pedal to the summon familiar button on your second monitor, or your second computer. So now you can solo the boss, but you just tap the foot pedal twice every couple of seconds to heal yourself for 15% for free. And then if you're really dedicated, you can farm three large party healing familiars, and then you heal even more. Oh crazy, I did learn the boss. Actually, JH, I think I have that exact familiar. Oh no, mine's a fake. Mine are both healing allies. Oh man, it's fake. Are you doing good? I'm doing well. Thank you, Seiko. How are you doing? Mine are fake, but mine are both healing allies. It's inferior reroll. Hey, JH, sounds like you're buying a foot pedal for your homies. How much does the healing stack? I think for a large healing it heals like 15% or something, right? Or like that, right? 15 or 20% per line. So if you have 3 large healing, every time you flick your fams, it gives you 60% or like 45% HP or something. It's actually quite a lot if you have 3 healing fams up. And that's assuming you have 3 lines of it, right? You can definitely have more than 3 lines. Because like my one here has a double line of healing, so both of those actually stack. So however much the large HP and the medium HP gives, that you get both of them. So in theory, you can get 6 large healing lines. Because I think you can you get a large healing on Epic? I think you can get a large healing on Epic, but it's like only for yourself, I think. Please correct me if I'm wrong, but if that's the case, then you can technically get large healing for allies, the large healing on second line for yourself. So you can have 6 lines of large healing. 3 of them apply to your party, 6 of them apply to yourself. So every time you flick the fams, just full HP. Think of starting again for winter updates, thinking of maining Buck or DB. Oh yeah, both of those classes are pretty solid, honestly. I think Buck is probably a little bit stronger than DB at the moment, but both of them are pretty good. Just keep in mind, DB in the long term is probably going to be slightly more expensive because it's a cooldown hat class, but I think other than that, they're both pretty fine. A lot of classes do use a cooldown hat anyway, not like that's an issue. 22 Katara. Yeah, 22 Katara is a little bit annoying. And you also have to transpose it. I mean, both of them are good. It's whatever. We have 2 Hyperburns, yeah. One of them is a Shade or a Aran, because both those classes are getting reworked. And then you get 1 standard pick on your Hyperburn. You have the same fam lines as yours? Oh, nice. Yeah, the double healing is really nice. It's nice to have 2 lines of healing without sacrificing too much damage in bosses like V-Healer. How does item burning work? So I believe one of your hyperburns get the item burn, and it's just, they give you a bunch of free gear that gets stronger as you complete missions. So I think JH actually put it in the Discord. I remember, like, you get some bonuses if you clear Chaos Zakum, for example, and then you get some more bonuses after you clear Seavel. You get some bonuses after you clear Lotus, and you get some bonuses after you clear Lucid. There's like a bunch of different achievements, basically, and your items get stronger as you clear the missions. So yeah, it's pretty cool. And then you just get a bunch of stuff along the way. So basically, they're just giving you like side missions that you do on your Hyperburn, and once you clear those, you get a bunch of free stuff. So close to level 10 soldier and same with FKing your map. you like this map? This map's actually pretty decent. Actually getting burning here, which is nice. Do both hyperburns get the item burning? I'm gonna assume no. Can you hyperburn an existing shade? I believe you can burn existing shades and existing Arans, but I think you don't get some stuff. Some of the things you get only from making a new character. I'm gonna assume both the hyperburns go to 260, but we'll have to wait for the patch notes. Because I heard something about the shade and Arans getting free stuff only up into 230. So we're gonna hold our breath for the time being. We'll see how it goes. I don't know what the full details are. This is just what I've been told / what I'm speculating. So take a lot of the things I'm saying with a grain of salt. But, you know, given the fact that we're on the internet right now, if I was saying something wrong, surely somebody would have corrected me, right guys? Is that how it works? If I keep saying incorrect things, somebody will surely correct me. Yeah, is the level all the way to 260? That's what I want to know as well. We will follow you blindly. That's crazy. Actually, JH, one of the old hyperburns didn't go as far. So hyperburn is just what they've just called it, right? I think the original hyperburn only went up to 250. So who knows? What if it's a fake hyperburn and just stopped at 230 for no reason? Who knows? But yeah. We'll see what happens. Pardon me. Man. How much XP have we gotten so far here today? Only 6%. Oh, I'm so cooked. Guys, the dream is not real. The 280 dream is not real. I can't do it. It is not possible. And it's the weekend coming up soon, so I'm probably not going to end up playing. They're gonna make it easier next patch? I don't remember. I know they do like EXP like squeezes every once in a while, but I don't remember if the next patch has one. Take a break and boss? Yeah, I'll probably do that. I'll finish up this coupon first, and I also do finish up my procs here, which is nice. I gave it a fair shot. I mean, I'm not upset with 279. 279 is just an ugly number compared to 280. Also get like the new areas and stuff, which is really cool. So yeah. Wouldn't mind the new symbol. Do some bosses for sure. Maybe I'll just quickly run my mechanic and my pathfinder just to finish Lotus and Damien real quick. I have a bunch of EXP notestones expiring as well, so I'll be able to put those onto my pathfinder. I would like the bind on my pathfinder to be 2 minutes. Blaster only. No. Not feeling the blaster today. Wait for the showcase. Suffer blast or suffer grinding? Honestly, I think today I'd rather grind. What makes you burn out quickest in Maple? The thing that makes me burn out the quickest is when I do too many Arcane River dailies. That is my actual response. So the Hyper Burn is actually going to be a little bit rough for me because we're doing so many Arcane River dailies. But the thing that's going to keep me going is the fact that I will be making a lot of videos, and I think the gains are actually going to be pretty good. So I don't mind it too much. I think when I was doing my Wild Hunter and my Xenon and my Battle Mages dailies, and sometimes even my Cannon Masters, that was a little bit too much. Oh, and the Monster Park. Yeah, Monster Park's not great either. I dislike Monster Park. Oh, at least I hate doing 7 of them. 7 of them is not fun. Nah, they're buffing Monster Park. You get 1 free run instead of 2, but they're increasing the EXP that you get. Who will I hyperburn? At the moment, it's looking like a Bowmaster. But I'm not so convinced that I'm gonna like it. The more I think about it, the more questionable it becomes. But I feel like I would have had the same sentiment regardless of what class it would have been. I'll make you like it. What's that even supposed to mean? What happened to DA? He got deleted by the wheel. I'm either gonna burn an Explorer or a Resistance character, because both of those classes have back pets. I don't really wanna... If I'm gonna hyperburn something, I know I'm gonna end up training it. So I'm gonna play on the branches that have a vac pet. Yeah, the Monster Park EXP is increased. That's in the next patch. Pathfinder would have been a good one if you weren't already working on one, yeah. But at the same time, I do like my Pathfinder bossing me. It was pretty strong. Like, I actually really like doing the weeklies on it. It's so satisfying. Nova Blast is like, the sound of that thing when it, and then the HP just disappearing. Whew, feels good. But yeah. I keep changing which class I feel like playing every week anyway. The wheel was supposed to help me make a decision, but if anything, it just made my indecision worse. It's just so doomed. Character switch screen. Oh my god, that is such a good quality of life actually, you're right. So you don't have to go back to the character select, right? You can just swap. Or something like that. It's kind of nice. Oh, there's so many fragments right now. I've been hella farming. Yeah, cash shop transfer is on. It's on for like another week or so, right? I'm not gonna hyperburn something that's not an explorer or a resistance character. Yeah, one thing I didn't really take into much of an account yesterday was like my own personal enjoyment. I kind of was like very indifferent about it compared to usual, and yeah, the Bowmaster pick made me realize how much I wanted Fire Poison. Is doomed. What do? But that's just me today. The other day, I was just like, yeah, I want to make a Demon Avenger. Or I want to make a Dark Knight. Why can't everything just use the Vac Pet? Just give all the characters a Vac Pet. Why is this even a problem that we're having? Why am I locked? Why is cash transfer event even a thing? It should just be every class. Hello? Just passed 20 mil combat power for the first time with the event title. Ooh, congrats. It only gets better from here. I'm probably gonna claim my title as late as possible. Just because I don't know what to do with it right now. Yeah, the pickup system is pretty like outdated. One of the nicest things about Guild Wars was that too. Whenever you killed a mob or something, everything just gets auto deposited. Like I think you had to unlock it in the game, but after you unlocked it, it would just auto pick up, which was really nice. Bossing will be so different after the event, yeah, because all our buffs will disappear. 30 boss damage, a bunch of crit damage, crit rate. Yeah, look at all that stuff. 30 IOD as well. Damn. Rest in peace, festival designer. Night Troop, you have always been the GOAT. Night Troop has always been the GOAT. We will all miss Night Troop a lot. Just 2 more minutes or so to go, and then I'll do some weeklies. Who knows? Maybe I get some pitch boss and we can tap something. Thoughts? I'm waiting for my orbs to come off cooldown. All good. Got a berserk. Ooh, congrats on your Zerk. Good luck with whatever you decide to do with it. Will I hit? Hello, MC. What are you trying to do? That's the real question. I see. Oh, thank you. That was very descriptive. Why don't I get lucky and it drops whenever you watch the stream? It's just the streamer buff, guys. It goes to everybody who's watching. It just increases it by a little bit. It's like when you star catch. When you watch my stream, it's like star catching, you know? You just want to hit. I see. I don't know what that means, but okay. Been taking too many L's? I'm sure you'll hit the next time you need to hit something. If you don't hit, you can always end up hitting JL. All good. Did I say JL? Damn, no, what a Freudian slip. That's crazy. I'm not toxic, guys. I swear I'm not toxic. Alright. Let's do the festival gamble. Got a raw 4. Ooh. Raw 4 is kind of huge. Congrats. Right. Candy machine. Give us something good. 15 symbols. Okay. Alright, 20 cubes. And... my daily disappointment. Thank you, game, for the 5 meso pouches. Another 10 of these experienced lodestones. That's pretty good. Three out of 4. Which ones are you missing? Use these, some of these things. I think the Pathfinder is actually halfway to being able to use the cup. I don't remember. One of my characters has like halfway there for charm. Oh, there, this one. So I'm just going to use the trait boost potion here. Trait increase, rather. So I can wear a cup. I think now I can just... It will just unlock, right? Something like that. Yeah, 33 charm. How do I unlock my pocket slot? Or does that just automatically unlock? Is there like a quest I have to do or something? Hello, Leona. Guys, how do I unlock my pocket slot? Do I even have a cup? What have I done? I have 30 charm. You know what? I'll just wait for it. What else was I doing? I need to use these. I really want to max my bind. I really want to max this because I want a 2-minute bind. That means I have to put everything on it, I think. Oh no, there it goes. We're a cup now. Slowly but surely. Like, I don't really have much else to use these experienced lodestones on. They're just gonna expire before the event anyway. Got all these EXP lodestones. Let's see what happens at 19. Oh my god, it actually has to keep going. It'll be worth it. It'll be worth it. You know what? Who cares? Full send. There we go. Yes, 2-minute bind. Let's go. Quality of life up. What hero will you be burning? I'll be burning a Shade. Yes, that's the one. Shade. It feels bad because this class doesn't have its own bind, right? So for Blaster, Blaster has its own bind, so it's not too bad. This character does not have its own bind, so it feels really sad. But it's all good. We got there at the end. Okay. Let's put our Lynx and Legion on. Let's go do some weeklies. Lynx. Legion. Do I have guild skills? I do not, but I can do the other bosses while I wait. Do you enjoy your hero on Kronos? I thought the hero was okay. It's a little bit boring in my opinion, but it seems fine. Like, it just depends if you enjoy that playstyle. My only con when it came to hero was legitimately it was just a playstyle thing. I just didn't enjoy it as much as I guess other people do. I don't think the class is bad by any means. It's just I just didn't enjoy it as much as other people do. I'm burning a merc? What the? Couldn't you left it on 20 and use 5 points to enhance it? You know, I could. That might have been a slightly smarter thing to do, but it's all good. Look, I like knowing that the item, the thing is done. That's all. Oh, it's beautiful. Now the next time my burst comes back up, my bind will also be back up. Ah, yes. Quality of life. I love it. PF main? I actually really like this class. What was combat power? Fragments for your first clear V healer on the Xenon. I think my combat power was about 50 to 55 mil, and fragments, I think it's like maybe 1.2k fragments, something like that. I don't remember it exactly off the top of my head, but it was something like that. It's definitely no more than 2,000 fragments. Like, there's no way it's 2,000 fragments. The combat power is in like the 50 mil range. Something like that. And it was like a 20-something minute run. Were you pushing skills or Janus once hitting 260? I think once I hit 260, I'll probably get one level in Soul Janus, and then that's it. You need a damage skin or the Pathfinder? What's wrong with the basic damage skin? Looks great. I mean, I can buy damage skins in this event, can't I? Oh my god. Oh, I picked up two. Whoops. Oh, run. Wait. Oh. Honestly, the best part about Pathfinder is Torrent. Torrent is so good. I love it. It's just like Archer Teleport. Oh no. Oh. Oh. There's too many things. Okay, I'm just dead anyway, all good. Do I bother bursting out of this? I don't know if that's worth it. I'm just gonna slowly tickle this boss, I guess. Trip weeklies reset on Wednesday or Sunday? No, I think it's on Wednesdays it resets. Have it kill V Hilo, not that much funding. I think it doesn't actually take as much as you'd think to kill V Hilo. The hardest part is definitely the fragments. I think if you invest a good amount of fragments into it, it's fine. Let's go, G skills. I have no other external buffs. All good. Is it true I'm making a bowmaster? According to the wheel, it's a bowmaster, but I'm having second thoughts. Hand cam and play one-handed. Honestly, you probably could play the class one-handed. Man, every time that I play this Pathfinder, it makes me so happy that I made one. It took so long to finally make a Pathfinder, and now that it's here, I'm so happy. This class is so cool. 4 your lib classes are being binned. Oh no. Not the binned lib classes. I'm assuming it's all the support classes. The wheel has spoken. Betray the wheel. Do you know what I should have done in hindsight? Is that I should have had all the names on the wheel, and every time that somebody donates, it re-rolls it until the day that the hyperburn comes. That's what I should have done. So if it rolls on Bowmaster, somebody can re-roll it. Oh my god, having bind with the burst, oh, it feels so good. This is what I wanted. This is the life, guys. 2-minute class with a bind every burst. Max my bind? I did. I used all the EXP node stones that I had and I maxed my bind. It was worth it. Oh my god. I don't know how I survived that. I can't see anything. I'm just getting hit by stuff. Oh my god. Uh-oh. Oh, thank you, Lotus. Oh, never mind. Not thank you. All the nodes. It was worthwhile on this Pathfinder. It's kind of nice. Character quick switching? Yeah, that would be nice too. I think that's in the next patch. How many nodes was that? It's like 1,300 nodes or something like that. It was a lot of nodes, but it was worth it. What's wrong with Dark Knight in a party? Combat power? Let's have a look. 3.5 mil. Was that 3.6 or something? No! Jumped right into that. All good. I'm bothered. Always bothered. I like playing these sorts of mules. The ones that I make because I like the class makes me want to play them, you know what I mean? Like, I've wanted to play Pathfinder for the longest time. And, yeah. Yeah, it's just... get to live out my Pathfinder dreams, you know? Oh. It went one into the other 3 times. If you could swap off your Adele to any class, what would you swap it off to out of curiosity, Swan? Given that you know you have the information of the upcoming patch and everything. That was a really bad Nova Blast because I didn't press my other button first, but it's all good. Can't hit the boss. Oh! No, no free cleanse. Nightwalker Xenon Mercedes. You just want something strong again, hey? You just want to see the damage. Understandable, honestly. Because you're so far into like the game, the lack of damage is a bit more obvious when it comes to classes now. Low effort? Would you call Xenon low effort? It's sometimes. Oh, sometimes it's low effort. Is your lunch break at the time for Dota? No, you said we're not allowed to play Dota until we both level up. You said so, man. You guys, chat. He said so. If it isn't the consequences of your own actions. Damage is kind of nice, even with these orbs. Feels good, man. You know what, I might as well just run at him. Hope I don't die to the sword. All good. Ah, nice. Just in time. You can hero wills the stack? Nah, I heroes willed the left-right attack. You can't heroes will the stack. I just got lucky at the very end of it. I was meant to stack out just before I just before I cleared. But yeah, I heroes willed the left-right attack, and then I went for the kill. I was kind of surprised I didn't die, honestly. Yeah, wow. Did Lotus and Damien in 15 minutes total with event buffs and guild skills. That's pretty good. That means like without the event buffs, it'd probably take like an extra 5 minutes. 20 minutes for Lotus and Damien is pretty good. I take that. Oh my god, I could just burst whichever boss as well. It doesn't matter. I'll just have my bind back up. Oh, this is the life, guys. Grab that. What's the combat power? It's about 3.5 mil. Alright, give me opposite hat. Alright, that's cursed. No, bird, stop it. Stop healing the boss. Stupid bird. Stop healing the boss. I'm just gonna die. You can Hero's Will the hat, yes, but you have to kind of time it. It's a little clumsy to time. Oh! You know, I'm just gonna die again. I got hit by the spin, which causes you to miss. Should have popped Jenny. True. Where's my Jenny iframe? But yeah, this character is very well funded in terms of its node stones. It's got like 1,500 node stones. A little bit less than that, but you know, basically 1,500. And it's got like somewhat decent gear. It's like 16 star most items. I'm missing a few stars here and there, like I'm missing here. I would like to have better accessories. I'm missing like an accessory, but it's reasonable. I have legendary WSC, which helps a lot, especially this thing. This thing's like a triple usable, which is really nice. And yeah. No! I couldn't one burst it, guys. So close. If I waited a little bit for him to do the actual stand-up move, I would have been able to one burst, but I bound him immediately. I was off by like half a second. Wish I could have more hands, but you feel old and sluggish. It's because you play you play Bowmaster, bro. You have no hands. But you did that to yourself, though. You lost your hands at character select. So I have to do 5 to get CRA. In the next patch you won't have to, but I'm dead. Oh. In the upcoming patch you won't have to, but at the moment you still have to do 5. You took off blood arrows and resistance links to train hands. hero's got his training arc. Have we tried out Kez? I haven't tried it out. I don't know what the character does. No, I'm just gonna keep dying to that hero. It's all good. Starting your main in the next patch, excited? Nice. I don't know if it's required for the first one still. Does anyone know? Do you have to still do the first 5 runs on CRA to unlock it the first time? Because I know some bosses you still have to do like the pre-quest. Is that still the case for CRA, or is it just completely gone now? Can you just, for a fresh account, go straight into it? Because I know for like for Lotus, you have to do like the pre-quest to get in. They never got rid of that. They got rid of that per character. Fresh into CRA, that's good. That's good. Good to hear. Well, there you go, Keza. Damien pre-quest is gone. I mean, like, for like the first time, don't you have to unlock it? I mean, it's been a while since I've done Black Heaven. When I did it, it was still a thing, right? So I don't actually know what the changes were. If that's gone too, that's even better. Alright, give me a black bean mark. Holy symbol, let's go. Wow, what a dry pink bean run. It's just like nothing dropped. I remember you had to do it at least once for your whole account, but then you didn't have to do it again. Well, I wasn't sure if that was the case. Gone in Dreamer, nice. Alright. You know, these little quality of life things are kinda nice. Just adds up. Make progression much easier. Yeah, they're getting rid of a lot of these pre-quests, which, like, I don't really like the time gate. I like being able to go straight into the content as soon as you're strong enough. It was so weird that they kept the random time gate on CRA, because you could realistically get your Absolab gear before you even get your CRA gear, just because of the time gate. So yeah. Will the buffs in winter be as strong as Night Troop? Night Troop is so strong. I don't think you usually get crit damage as part of your event buffs. Usually it's like boss damage and IED. That's pretty standard. Same with like stat and attack, but not crit damage usually. Night Troop's buffs are really good compared to what they usually are. Especially so if you're playing an archer. Like, it also gives you a lot of crit rate, which is nuts. Did they change the Abso weeklies? Yup. Stay on Hyperion next patch? Ooh. Are you swapping over to Hyperion, or are you just starting out fresh? Because I know a lot of people might be swapping, for example, from Kronos or like from Reg server onto Hyperion, but not necessarily like a fresh account. Swapping from Kronos? What's making you swap from Kronos to Hyperion? Anything in particular, or did you just want to start again from scratch for fun? Because I know I did that for fun. Just for fun? Nice. Because of me? This guy. That's a fair response though. I do like just getting random inspiration to do things and then you just go ahead and do it. Beautiful. I love Pathfinder, guys. This Pathfinder, such a good investment. I'm so happy with this. You've done me and settled. You settled 17. What did you do with the real swan? Unbelievable. What have you done? No, not the settle. Do I go ahead and do Pinot still? What do you guys think? I feel like I should do Pinot. This is gonna take a while. Do the nice and painful Pinot soldier push. How long do you guys think this is going to take? Other than the Legion block, are there any other legacy items in Hyperion? No, it's only the Legion block, as far as I know. Worth it for the legendary fam? True. Honestly, if I get a KT, I'd be pretty happy as well, because I'm actually just straight missing a ring right now. What's the point of the damage reduction? I don't know, man. They made it so much easier, like, overall, for all these other platforms, and just one of them's like, nah, we're just still gonna make it just as painful. If I had a soul weapon, it'd be nice, but I don't even have the enhancer. I think I've seen one enhancer so far in this Pathfinder, and I think it failed. 30% is kind of rough. I don't know why they didn't just randomly make the soul enhancers also tradable, you know what I mean? Like, those soul enhancers are so common on the main. Like, why can't I just put them on different characters? Like, look, where's my soul enhancer? I'm just so sad right now. Nah, you can't move the soul enhancers. I'm pretty sure they're untradeable. It's actually so tragic. What a random thing to be untradeable. Exactly. So basically the only way that I can get soul enchanters on my bossing mules, because I don't train them, is I have to hope that it drops from a boss. Yeah, because usually you can just get them from training or from some E-mobs, or you just bossing and then like Zakim drops it or something. My Pathfinder has seen like one. Oh, it's not dead yet. Oh, they're removing the enhancers? Is that what they're doing? That is actually huge. Thank you. Half of my bossing mules don't have a soul. Ah, you're kidding me. Oh, well, I'm in jail now. This is something that they should remove. Don't worry, my bird will win. You can get tradable ones from Philo books. There's no way. Bane ulti? True. Does clicking the portal work? Yeah, clicking the portal does work. It lets you escape the cage, but unfortunately it also makes you escape the entire boss. And you gotta do everything again. I still remember the day they changed it, so then you can't click the thing to go to the previous map, and people in my chat were telling me to click it when I got caged by Pino. Well, just leave, it's fine. It's fine, just leave. Also, I actually did get the thing. Nice. Got a KT. We'll take it. Yes, I have a 4th usable ring. Yes, easy gains. Let's go. Do I have any? Oh, I have a free unique scroll actually. Worth the run? Yeah, it was. What's my secondary? Okay, my secondary is fine. Did I put the karma cubes in here? I did. Ooh, let's take these out. Because I got a bunch of these. These unique karma, like pot scrolls. Wow, came with 3 line. Alright. Whoa, it teared up. That is crazy. W gains. I'm out of money. Guys, it only counts if I hit the 2 line on this. If I don't hit the 2 line on this, I might as well not have tiered it up. Okay, I hit the 2 line. All good. All good, guys. Nice. Might as well, I guess, 10-star it. I'll wait for the shining and I'll push some of the gear to 16, 17. Might as well 22 it. Ten-star it? That's how I remember that I need to upgrade my gear. Yo, that 10-star was kind of cursed. Alright. Let's put some stuff away, shall we? Nice. Look at gains. And I got an MVP. That's how you know it was a good day for a boss mule. What recipe did I just put here? Let's take that back. Oh, there's one more thing I should do on this character. Send it to 22. What the hell? Thank you, Foxy. Hello, Alex. Thank you for the $2. I don't know about sending it to 22. That's maniac behavior. Golix solo. I actually don't think I've even done the pre-quest for this yet. Let's find out. You guys reckon I can solo Golix? I mean, I probably can. I didn't start any of these. That's okay. How much for 22 cent? I'm not 22 centing, dude. I'm not doing it. No. Everyone has a price? No, I am not enabling this because this sets a bad precedent for anything else on my account. Look, if I put a price on 22, somebody's gonna come along and say, hey, remember the time that you took this? Go 22 this other item. I'm gonna permanently poor. Cannot do that. Everyone has a price, but I don't have a price on my mental. I'm not ready to cry. ET22? No. That's staying at 18. You hear me, Swan? It's at 18. Bro won't trade real life money for in-game money. Look, that's just RMT with extra steps, alright? Can't enable this. My future goals, if I spend all my money now, then I can't use it on my content. Gets a little loose when he starts tapping. I mean, the last time I did this, I popped a black heart on my blaster. So, like, come on, guys. Let's be reasonable here. I like to keep my mesos close. How am I supposed to get to Helix again? Let's go this way. It's been a while since I manually ran up this. Alright. If I get a belt, like if I get a reinforced and a superior, okay? I gotta get both of them. If I get a reinforced and a superior, I'll tap the reinforced to 21. Alright, see you, man. Good to see you around, Alex. Hope you're doing well. You're staying? I don't have my bird out. Okay, it's kind of free, guys. I should be doing Helix whenever I remember. Can I just up jump the hand on P2? Oh, I can. That's what I like to see. Pathfinder Arc? Dude, I love this Pathfinder. Wait, how am I supposed to deal with the little peanuts on the floor? Do I just cop it? No. I just have to jump down every once in a while. Uh-oh. I'm reversed. Use the portal. I have bad memories with this portal. I have bad memories with this portal. The OG guys remember the bad memories about this portal. There's a reason why we don't touch this portal anymore, boys. Portal's bad luck. Use Swarm Shot on Golix and it hits the peanuts most of the time. Oh, okay. I'll keep that in mind. Which one's Swarm Shot? This one? This one? Do I even have it on my keyboard? I don't even have it on my keyboard, guys. Alright, now it's on my keyboard. Alright, no tapping content, all good. We got a purple key, that's what we need. Alright, see ya. Alright, see ya, Alex. Hey, we got Golix though, that was kind of free. Very free. We'll slowly get superior gear on this character, right guys? Oh, look, I have glowing cubes. Where'd these come from? I should use the green cubes to try to tear up my epics, right? Might as well. I have so many of them. I can get a lot of epics, not epics, uniques with this, slowly. I think they're all at like 9% right now, which is kind of cool. Okay. What's my stat? 10k. Let's see if we can get some uniques here. We got a lot of cubes to click through. I'm also pretty happy to settle on like 2 lines, like if it was 6 and 3 or something like that. But I forget this class is a dex class, so it's kind of painful to see defense again. Oh, defense, my good friend. It's been so long. I always forget how painful you are. Shout out to all of my Dex friends out there who remember the pain of seeing 12-12-9 Dex defense. That's the classic. You always see the 3-line and then one of them's just an F. And then it's just really sad. Never realized a single letter in the alphabet could disappoint me so hard. It's just how it is. Ooh, it did tear up. Do we have any more of the solid cubes? We do have a few more. Can use this, see if I can roll like some dex lines, I guess, with a chance to tear up. I think ideally I would like to see like 12 or above, but I'll also be happy with 9. Alright, we can re-roll that later. Let's fix... Actually, I'll just use these. I don't have anything better to use these on. Small chance of tearing up as well. Alright, we'll just keep that at 9 for now. Let's see... We'll leave the belt because... it's whatever. Just having a look to see which ones aren't 2-lined. Looks like the shoes and the shoulder are the next ones. We love making random gains. Oh, wow. Okay. Thanks, game. Teared up with 2-line. Nice. ...21 dex and 9 defense. See if we can get 2 lines or a tear up. Using these cubes are so fun. It's just free gambling. And there's like a small chance at free gains. I swear that the gloves have a higher chance of getting 3 lines of your stat. It just feels like that. I feel like I've seen 3-line stats so many times on the gloves, but you don't see them as often on any other item. The gloves know. The game knows. Get that feeling when you see in between two lines of attack. That'll do it. I wonder if after all these gains, this character's going to be like full meal combat power. That'd be pretty nice. I feel like I keep seeing the same lines. It's just 9 jump every time. Alright, are we gonna have to settle on 7% here? I think we're running out of cubes. Oh, that was 8. No, I clicked it too fast. No. Well, I'm just gonna use these because I have nothing better to use these on. I don't know how long these have been in my event. Oh, ooh, free tier up. Now we can greed for 10%. No, this is stupid defense line. We're greeting for 10. Come on. Alright, it's doomed. It's doomed. I don't have any cubes left to reroll it. Uh-oh. You know what? I'll leave that for next week. That's next week's me's problem. That's my problem next week. No, I don't want to buy cubes. They're so expensive. I'm too cheap for that. Not for the mules. Alright. Nice. This character actually made gains today. Actually, you got a bunch of stuff. Some tier ups, got a KT. Got 2 lines here. Bricked this, but it's okay. Nice. This Pathfinder's actually coming together. I'm so happy I made it. Easy money. Yeah. Alright. I think that might be it for today. Bit of a shorter stream than I expected, because I do have to head out soon for dinner. We have to do a few errands beforehand as well, so I don't think there's much more I can do at the moment. But yeah, getting our money together. I have so many bosses that I have to do, but I'm so lazy. I don't want to do my weeklies. But it's so much money, so I should probably do it soon. Before the event ends, obviously. So then we can make the most out of it. But yeah, thank you guys for hanging out with me today. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your time here. If you guys enjoyed the stream, please give it a like. It helps me out a lot. And yeah, we have a bunch of stuff planned for the Hyperburn. I cannot wait for the Hyperburn. Hopefully you guys are excited as well. It's going to be great fun. And yeah, that'll be it for today. Thank you guys again. Take care, and I'll probably see you guys next week, because I don't think I'll be streaming over the weekend. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, and see you guys next time.